Hey guys, my name is Shani. Welcome back to another episode of Sitting With Shar. Today, once again, I'm live on Twitch and we are going to be doing an episode about the holidays and some interesting stories that I have from my Christmas and New Year's holidays. Alright, so today is all about the holidays. Today is the 5th of January 2024, which is really weird. So if you haven't seen me since last year, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. It's weird. It's weird to be here. I still feel like I'm in 2022 and it's just, I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that we're in a new year. My holidays were really good. I actually didn't work over Christmas. Typically I do work over Christmas, but I actually didn't work over Christmas this time. I got to spend a solid 4 days with my family, which is not typical. I tend to be rostered on over the holidays for New Year's and Christmas, and this time I wasn't, and it was really nice to just travel and go see my family and Graham's family and just relax. I wasn't near my PC, I wasn't near anything where I could be working on content stuff or planning content stuff. Like I was just really just forced to just step back and relax. So I have 3 stories for you today. And as I said earlier, I genuinely cannot believe that some of these even happened. It's times like this where I'm really glad that I have a podcast because I can talk about it, because it's like, what the fuck? So, the first story happened over Christmas, and I don't think it's that big of a story, but it just genuinely blew my mind. So I was sitting, we were having Christmas lunch with my family. We just spent time with Graham's family the day before, and now we were eating lunch with my family. And it was going really well. Everything was great. And I was talking to my auntie, and you can't actually, I really should be wearing them. I'm going to pop a photo up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, but pretty much, I have like these kind of like, these glasses that look nearly identical to Harry Potter's glasses, right? They're rimmed spectacles. They're like kind of tortoiseshell. So I don't even know what you call them. Like on the sides that go wrap behind your ears, like that. I know they look like Harry Potter glasses, okay? That has not gone over my head. But I really like the way that they look on me. And I really think that they suit me. They suit my septum piercing. I think it just I don't know. I like the way it looks, right? So I was wearing my glasses. I was wearing my little overalls from Dangerfield. I was feeling heckin' cute. And let me tell you, I got humbled real fucking quick. My aunt came over to me and we were talking, and she made a comment about my glasses like looking like Harry Potter glasses, right? Then she actually she said to me that she thought I was just wearing them so that I could look like Harry Potter. That I could look like I was in the Harry Potter world. She didn't think they were real glasses. She genuinely just thought that I had gone out, seen these glasses for like $10, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I really want to look like Harry Potter, okay? 2024 is my year to look like the boy who lived. Like, I was humbled so fucking quick. I cannot make this up. I genuinely just sat there for like a solid 10 minutes just contemplating everything about my life and just thinking like, what the actual fuck. And those glasses cost me like $200. And just the fact that she thought they weren't even prescription ones, that they were just these. Humbled real quick, right at the dinner table, over lunch, over Christmas lunch, mind you. My whole family's there, Graham's there, I genuinely don't have words. I don't have words. So that was my Christmas. And the rest of Christmas actually went pretty well. We had some really good food. We chilled out with both families. We survived. We went home. We traveled safe and we got home safe. Everything was great, which the traveling I think was one of the biggest scary parts for me, because I think traveling over Christmas is like terrifying. Everyone has lost their minds over Christmas and kind of forgets how to drive, and it can get real scary real quick. So that was my biggest concern, but we got home safe. We had some amazing food and some time with our families, and it was a really, really great holiday. Fast forward less than a week, we go to New Year's Eve, and Graham and I have started this little tradition where we go and watch the local fireworks, and we have like a little barbecue sort of picnic, and we go out, and it's a town thing, so it gets really busy. So like a lot of people come, and it's a lot. But the fireworks happen at 9:30 because it's like the family event sort of a thing, and then we go home and we watch like the Sydney fireworks live. So that's super fun. Like, it was really beautiful. Everything was great. We sat down, had our barbecue, tasted really good. I was wearing my overalls again, which with a crop top, so all of my arms and shoulders are exposed, right? I genuinely am not kidding when I tell you that at least 20 to 30 mosquito bites on my body, to the point where I actually didn't realize at the start. Like, I was too distracted just by dinner and just by hanging out with Graham and just relaxing by the lake. It was really nice. I started itching my arms, and I started to get really stressed out, and I genuinely thought that I was having an allergic reaction to something. I'm itching my arms, and I shone my torchlight on my arms because I couldn't see in the dark, and there was like, they didn't look like mosquito bites though, but they were just like these lumps all over my arm, and I kid you not, when I freaked the fuck out, like I was like to Graham, I think I'm having another allergic reaction. Like, I was freaking out, and Graham was like, it could be mosquitoes. And I ran to the car. I put on like the mosquito like spray that like gets rid of them. And I looked, and there's these massive mosquito bites just all over my arms. You can still see some. So there's one there. There's one there. Some of them have died down, which is good. There's one there. Oh, you can't see, but there's like one in there. And then up here, you can't really see, but there's two beside each other, and then there's one up here. And it was just, it wasn't it. I tell you right now, I got eaten alive by those fuckers. It was so bad. It was so bad. So I'm sitting there itching my fucking arms off, like stressing out, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to stay around for the fireworks, but I'm also like in so much pain. And it was like I had pins and needles in my arms. It was really weird. It was really, really weird. But the fireworks started, and I got really, like, we got really into it. Like, it was really beautiful and really nice to sit back and watch. And by this time, a crowd had kind of gathered behind us, because we got like front row seats. We were there like 4 or 5 hours early, right? By this time, a crowd had kind of gathered around us, and a lot of them were young families, and they had kids. I can't make this up. I really wish that I was making this up, but I actually can't. So these kids come and sit and move in front of us, like to the side of it, but still like in front of us. They didn't block our view, which was good, but they were just there. And I was really stressed out because one of the kids was like 2 or 3 years old, and he looked like he was going to just run into the water. So I am literally preparing myself to run into this lake where no one swims, mind you. I'm about to run in and save this child that I don't even know, this child. And I'm just getting ready, right? I'm putting my lifeguard hat on, I'm getting the flags, I'm doing the whole damn thing. Then, this other kid, who is kind of, so like Graham's here, I'm here, and beside Graham is this kid, like in front of him, like right here, right? This kid walks up, probably, I would say, about 4 or 5 years old, right? Walks up and just kind of just like, I don't know how to word it, like squats down. They had like clothes on and everything, like pants and everything, but they squat down. And as they squat down, they as they squat down in genuinely in front of Graham, and I can't make this up, literally let out the biggest fucking fart I've ever heard in my existence. Graham and I just looked at each other like at the same time. Our heads just fucking, like, we just looked at each other and our eyes just like were like, did you hear that? And so we're just both sitting in our chairs laughing our asses off and trying to just be quiet for all these families around us, but I was crying laughing. It was so fucking bad. It was so bad. Poor Graham had to just sit there. Oh God. And later on, Graham told me that he didn't know if it was a fart or if she took it further, if you know what I'm saying. Like if she just kind of kept going. He reckoned that she kept going, and I was absolutely mortified because I didn't know this, and oh my God. No. 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 Fuck that. So we laughed our asses off. That was so fucking funny. And we get in the car after the fireworks. They were absolutely beautiful. We go home and it takes us, we probably live like, I don't know, like a 20-minute drive from where this is. And genuinely took us about an hour and a half to get home, I'd say. Easy. And the traffic was absolutely just like piled up, like big time, right? Like it was not good. We're heading home. The traffic is absolutely insane and everyone is just, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess with traffic. Like we can't, like we're barely moving. And Graham's got music on and everything's good. And I can see up ahead that there's kind of like this, I guess like a T intersection. And there's this guy like walking between cars. And I was a bit worried because I was like, oh, maybe he's just like switching out to get into like the other side of the car, like what's happening. But he was fully out of the car, right? Like he was just standing in the middle of this really busy traffic. And I was like, what is going on? Like, is he okay? Like clearly he's had a bit to drink, right? It's New Year's Eve. Everyone's having a drink. We get closer to this guy. And we can see, and this is the most Aussie thing that I've ever fucking seen in my existence. And I live in Australia. This is the most Australian thing that I think I've ever seen in my life. Basically, this guy is in flip-flops. He is in shorts. He is in a kind of like a singlet t-shirt. He has a beer in one hand, and with the other hand, he is directing traffic. He is doing his damn community service by getting in between all of these cars that are just trying to get home, and he is like stopping this car, letting this car go, stop you, come this way, doing the whole damn thing, the whole thing. And Graham and I just sitting there laughing our asses off because he had had a lot to drink. He was very happy. We actually wound down the window and spoke to him for a second. He was so lovely. And he was just like, oh, my car's over there, mate. So like, I'm just helping out with the traffic, you know, because like everyone's just trying to get home and like there's no point in me just sitting over there. Like I might as well just help. I kid you, I laughed so hard when we drove away. Oh, bless him. He really did the damn thing. I've got a photo. I'll try and, if I can blur out his face and like get a decent like photo of it from my phone, I will put it on the screen in YouTube. But it was a whole thing and it was the funniest thing. And especially after that kid, like it was so, I literally got home and I was like, I need to record a podcast episode right now because there's no way that any of that just happened. Like that was just ridiculous. So stupid, but it was so fucking funny. Oh, it was fucking amazing, honestly. But overall, the holidays were really good. It was really fun. I got to see my family. I got to relax. I got to have some good food. It was a really good holidays. I hope everyone else had really good holidays. I hope all my followers had a safe and lovely holiday. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a good end of the year. I hope you were able to spend time with your loved ones, and I hope you had fun. Feel free to talk about your holidays in chat, by the way, guys. Absolutely, I will respond to you. Ooh, for sure, I had a good Christmas. I got an acrylic stand for one of my favorite characters. That's so cool. Could you send a photo on the Discord? That's sick. Is it like a statue or like, what is it? That's really cool. What did I get for Christmas? Oh my god, for Christmas, I got just yet another thing that I can't believe. I nearly left that out, actually. Oh my god. I would like to remind everyone that I am a 24-year-old lady. I'm a 24-year-old lady. For Christmas this year, I got a Minecraft mug and I got Pokemon socks. Those are my Christmas presents. And I literally cried. Like, I was like, oh my god. It was equally like adorable and funny and just sweet. And it was like, oh my god, these are like perfect for me. The other half of me was just sitting there like, oh my god, just reflecting on my life and being like, I'm meant to be like an adult, right? Like, I'm meant to like get like adult stuff, like not like adult stuff, but like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But like, I was like, oh my god. But I was also like, oh my god. I've yet to get anything because the friend that had me for Secret Santa got, oh no. Oh, that's terrible. My Secret Santa present at work was really cool. I really, like, I didn't expect much because I only started at the start of the year. I figured, like, whoever's got me won't know me that well. And I still actually don't know who it was. But the person who got me this beautiful set of these, like, china mugs. And they had, oh my god, what are they called? I think they were bluebirds or swallows. One of those. And it was like a blue cup, and it had like tree branches and like pink flowers and like just birds around it. And it was just so beautiful. So I got 2 of those. They are my favorite mugs to use at the moment. And can I also just say that I can tell that I am getting old. And the reason I can tell that I'm getting old is because I shouldn't have gotten so excited about the fact that those mugs that I got are dishwasher safe. Like, that's a problem. Like, I think I'm getting old. Like, old. Oh boy. My Secret Santa at Scouts got me a box of chocolates and a bracelet for €5 budget. I was really happy. I can imagine. That's a really good present, actually. The person I had for Secret Santa, I didn't know what to get them, right? I wasn't sure what to get them, and I rang Graham and I was like, look, what do you get a guy who you work with, you don't know what he likes, his wife has said that he's happy with like anything, like, what do you do? I bought him as much chocolate as I could buy. As much chocolate as I could buy. Like, I bought him Lindt chocolate, I bought him favorites, I bought him, oh my god, what was the other one? I think roses? I bought him like a lot of chocolate, and he was very happy with it. Apparently he loves chocolate, so Graham was right on the money there. So it was really good. It was honestly so good. It's bad when you start wearing and getting happy about the adult stuff. Like, I genuinely, like, one of the first things I looked at was like, is it dishwasher safe? And it was, and I was so happy about that. Oh, I'm so old. I'm getting so old. You sent the picture. I got gifts to all my friends because I love gifting things, even if I only got a gift from one of them. That's really sweet. I really want to be in this spot to be able to gift people more things. I feel like I've been held back a lot with like my budget with uni and everything, and it's just been really difficult. But now that I've finished uni, I really just want to get into that side of things. One thing that I was able to do this year, I learned how to crochet this year, and it was so rewarding that I got to give my nan and my brother's partner homemade blankets that I made from scratch. I'll pop photos up on the screen as well with those two. So far this year, I learned how to crochet, I think around June or July. I have made 2, 3, 5 blankets this year. I'll put photos on the screen, but they're so freaking cute. I love them. I love crocheting. It's so much fun. I'm currently making another blanket at the moment for my sister. It's so nice. The way I gift on a budget is I just make a lot of stuff myself, make my friends earrings for them or something. I feel like homemade is so much better though, because it's literally the only one of that present. You can genuinely say, like, I know no one else has this. The next part of my podcast is genuinely one of my favorite things. So I feel like the world right now is in a really scary place, and it has been for a few years, right? And I really wanted to contribute the positive vibes, the good vibes. You guys know that my channel is all about the cozy, comfy, good vibes, and I wanted to bring those good vibes more into my podcast. So as well as doing all this talk about life and stories and just fun stuff and just sitting down and hanging out, I wanted to do a little segment at the end of my podcast where I talk about good news that is currently happening in the world. And the source that I have for these is called the Good News Network. You can Google it if you want. It is such a lovely site. It is so nice to just hang out and just scroll through and just read nice things. Whenever I've been looking up news and different things, it's all about crime and it's all about things that have gone wrong and just so many horrible, terrible situations and events that this genuinely feels like a breath of fresh air. It's not sponsored or anything. It is genuinely just something that I've found to be a really nice place mentally to go on there and be like, oh, that's really nice. So I wanted to bring some of that to my podcast. I'll be talking about stories that they've posted on their website, and yeah. So I do 3 stories per podcast episode. So the first story for today, a baby that had spinal surgery while in the womb can now walk and run. I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna share my live screen. Look at this. A baby that had spinal surgery while in the womb can now walk and run. A little girl whose parents were told that she would never walk is now running around like other 5-year-old girls after receiving emergency spinal surgery while in the womb. That is so scary. And the parents were only 19 and 21. Oh my goodness. So they were told that their unborn baby had spina bifida after an ultrasound at 20 weeks. The condition causes weakness or paralysis in the lower limbs, and it was likely that she wouldn't be able to walk. They decided to travel to Germany for treatment, which saw the unborn baby operated on in the womb at a cost of just £9,000 or around $11,500. I'm guessing that's US dollars. Piper Cole Kelly was then born healthy in July 2018. And now she's 5 and can walk and run, and recently took part in her school sports day. No, I didn't actually expect to cry to these, but I think I'm actually going to cry. Seeing her run like that on the tracks was amazing. I never thought she'd be able to do something like that, said Georgia, her mum. Sometimes it doesn't feel real. I think back to what we were told, and they were really negative about Piper's diagnosis. Oh, bless. Oh, bless him. How nice is that? Also, can we just talk about like the actual miracle of that story? Like reading. I also kind of want to talk about the parents, because I genuinely cannot imagine being in that position of being like, your baby at 20 weeks too, mind you, your baby isn't going to be able to walk, isn't going to be able to do anything with her legs. Like, that is terrifying. Then to have that knowledge, the fact that there's this medical treatment for an unborn child still in the womb. Like, when you really think about that, you've got so much happening there to help with the baby's growth, from like the placenta itself, from the mother's body, and trying to avoid infection, because when you open up anything with your body, you're risking infection, you're risking something happening. And with an unborn baby, that is terrifying. Let alone the idea of like the baby not making it through that surgery, through that treatment. That I genuinely cannot even imagine trying to make that decision, and the mental pressure and fear that that would put on you. So my heart goes out to those parents, and I genuinely am so happy for you, because I'm sorry, Piper is absolutely adorable, bless her. Look at this. Look at her, how sweet. And just the mum saying that it's like, just seeing her running on the track, like that is so sweet. Oh, bless. All right, next story. A dog that was abused and stuck in a shelter for 450 days charms everyone at a rehab and finds forever home. Don't even get me started on pets. Don't. 450 days in a shelter. Like, and the poor papa was abused. Like, I genuinely, I can't cry at this, but I genuinely might. Oh my, I have to show you what I'm seeing, because I can't. Oh my god. I'm actually crying. Jesus. Alright, let's read the story. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name, I'm so sorry. Ali Papke had very little hope that a dog named Neo would be able to fit in at her rehabilitation center. Oh my god, I just completely skipped over the fact that... I'm sorry, hold on, can we just wait? We need to talk about that for a second, because this is actually gonna send me. So... I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this. The dog was in a shelter for 450 days, right? But got rescued from a rehab. And I want you to think about for a second why this dog had to be in a rehab. Like, what the fuck did they do to this dog? Who? I will fight someone. I am actually like, I will fight someone about this. Let's read the story. I just can't imagine a dog in a rehab because of how badly they were treated. That is so fucking heartbreaking. Oh my god, look at the photo. I'm sorry to skip ahead, but look at this. I'm literally crying. Okay, let's read the story. Ali Papke had very little hope that a dog named Neo would be able to fit in at her rehabilitation center. The poor pooch had been in a shelter for over a year, more than 450 days, and was part of an ongoing animal abuse trial, which Papke said typically creates an animal that's difficult and in many cases impossible to rehabilitate into a gentle domestic life. But as soon as she saw the white pooch with black spots, the manager for the life-saving program at Best Friends Pet Resource Center said that she was blown away. To meet a dog who had been through all of that, who just immediately trusted you and immediately wanted attention from you, was just mind-blowing. Neo was that one that I was like, oh my gosh, we're making a difference. Neo was a victim of severe animal abuse, but it wasn't long after arriving at Best Friend's location in central Arkansas that a forever home was finally in sight. Look at that smile. Look at the smile of the papa. If you're listening to this, head over to my YouTube. There will be a link down in the show notes, or just look up Charmander29 on YouTube. This is the cutest dog. I'm actually genuinely tears in my eyes right now. Taken in by foster mum Linda Songbird, Neo needed less than a day to convince Linda that he... Why does it say he? Is a she up there? I think that her is referencing, like, her home, not the gender of the dog, I believe. Taken in by foster mum Linda Songbird, Neo needed less than a day to convince Linda that he was fit for a lifetime of companionship. It makes your life worthwhile, said Songbird, and he's wonderful. He's there as soon as you come in. He's right at the door, happy to see you. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that coming home to this face? If Neo hadn't have already been adopted, I would be flying over to America to adopt this dog. Like, actually stop it. That is the cutest freaking dog I've ever seen. Oh, bless. Bless. So cute. Last one. A man joked about throwing a Walmart Christmas party and thousands of people RSVP'd, so he made it into a huge toy drive. So, let's read. A New Jersey man had the rather unorthodox idea of throwing a party at the Walmart self-serve checkout counter. Perhaps driven by rage and cynicism? I cannot read that word to save my life. A bit of his motivation can be found in the event description on Facebook, which reads, quote, celebrating another successful year of picking, paying, and bagging your own groceries while actual employees just stand around and check receipts. Oh my God. The shade. The shade. The shade. Okay. Oh my God. When he saw that 21,000 people had marked as the event as interested, he decided to turn his I don't know how to say the word, into goodwill. Walmart was unwilling to host the event, but the creator, Andrew Delgado, wasn't going to give up so easily. While this started as a joke, it had me thinking, what if I was to organize a big toy drive where we have a Santa Claus and then we all purchase toys from the store, pile them outside, and donate them to whatever children happen to come to the store? Delgado wrote on the Facebook page. I genuinely believe that something good can come from this. Times are tough for a lot of people, and I think that this would be perfect. Writing to his local Elks Lodge community organization, which agreed to offer their Lacey Township location as a drop-off site, the stage was set to see how many of those 21,000 people, a number which by that point had grown even larger, would show up. The groundswell of support and coverage from local news became so great that Delgado had to reiterate twice on the event discussion section that it was absolutely not going to be held at Walmart despite the original description. The turnout was stunning, with over 7,000 people participating and trucks of presents, food, pet food, and other donations flooding the Elks Lodge. You can see the video. I'll put all these links in as well. At least one local store got involved, and the news of the event made it all the way onto the USA Today. Oh my goodness. Delgado posted regular updates in which he estimated the gifts would make it to over 1,000 families in the Lacey area of New Jersey. Oh my God, bless. That genuinely just warmed my heart. Genuinely, it shows... Stories like that show that there are good people still in this world. And that website is genuinely becoming something that I am constantly going to check out and read and just sometimes just look at, honestly. As I said earlier, things can get really negative, really down, really low in the news, and just things around the world that are happening, it can be really difficult to feel good. So this website is definitely something that I recommend checking out and just spending some time on. You know, if you're feeling yucky, if you're feeling down, see if you can find something on there that makes you smile. I hope you can. It's definitely helped me a lot. So yeah. Once again, not sponsored, by the way. It's literally just, it's just there. It's just something I enjoy. Putting it out there. All right. that is it for today's episode of Sitting with Shar. Thank you guys so much for coming. Genuinely, I genuinely appreciate all the love and support I get on this podcast so much. This is my cozy little space, and every listener, every follower, every supporter is just so appreciated. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, my Twitch chat, for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!